Hello everyone. This is Masalab Instruments Inc. Today let's learn how to replace the UV1200 deuterium lamp. Prepare a room light white paper and a large Phillips screwdriver. First unscrew the 4-bar linkage rod counterclockwise. Next unscrew the screws on both sides of the cover. There are 4 screws in total. Put the unscrewed screws aside. At this time, swap the positions of the instruments. Make the back of the instrument face the operator. Then open the machine's casing from left to right. Stand beneath the baseboard. The deuterium lamp is located inside the lamp chamber cover. Therefore, we need to open the lamp chamber cover first. Loosen the 2 screws on the lampshade. After loosening, take out the lamp chamber cover vertically. First disconnect the wiring connecting the room light to the switch power supply. It's not easy to disassemble the wires directly, so let's first remove the switch power supply. Loosen the 2 screws of the switch power supply. Place the switching power supply flat on the baseboard. Then loosen the screws of the 3 wires connected to the deuterium lamp. Then unplug the cable. There are corresponding marks on the switching power supply. The red line is inserted above A. The 2 white lines are positioned above F. The 2 white lines are directionless, so just plug them in randomly. It must be inserted according to this order. At this point, unscrew the 2 screws of the deuterium lamp. After unscrewing the screws, the deuterium lamp can be removed. Take out the prepared deuterium lamp. The deuterium lamp has 3 plug-in wires, 1 red wire and 2 white wires. The 2 white wires are not distinguished by positive and negative. Then beneath the deuterium lamp, there is a wire slot. When installing, the 3 wires must be threaded through the wire slot. It can be threaded out from either the left or right cable slot. It can be determined based on the position of the deuterium lamp switch power supply. It cannot protrude from the U-shaped groove or any other position, because it will always cross the line, so it must be threaded through the wire slots on both sides. The bottle mount of the deuterium lamp base is facing forward. Direct the U-shaped slot towards the operator. The direction must not be wrong. First place the 2 screws into the holes of the deuterium lamp. Then place the deuterium lamp onto the base plate in the correct orientation. Screw in the 2 screws. When assembling, be sure not to press on the wire. If the wire is pressed, the deuterium lamp will explode. Then make sure the wire comes out from the wire slot. Don't tighten the screw yet. Just tie the wire together. Make sure there is no crossing of lines before tightening the screws. If installed this way, there should be no problem. Then plug the cable into the switch power supply. Loosen the screws before plugging in. After loosening, insert the wires in order and tighten the screws. Finally, plug this red one in as well. Make sure to tighten it so that it doesn't fall off. After plugging in the 3 wires, reinstall the switch power supply. Align with the hole position of the switch power supply. Screw on the 2 screws on the switch power supply. The deuterium lamp is now installed. Check the light after installation. Plug in the power and turn on the switch button. Let's check if the deuterium lamp can be lit normally. The instrument will perform a self-check upon startup. After self-check, you can press any key to enter the main interface of the instrument. The default wavelength for self-inspection is in the visible spectrum. To utilize the light from a deuterium lamp, it is necessary to shift the wave length to the ultraviolet region. Click the wavelength input button to input any wavelength in the ultraviolet region. Now suppose we adjust the wavelength to 190 nanometers. At this point, you can see the mirror has been switched. Then the deuterium lamp is in the lit state. The light from the deuterium lamp shines directly onto this mirror. The reflected light then falls on the slit directly in front. Then you can see a blue light spot focus on the slit. At this point, stick the prepared paper strip against the slit. Check if the highlighted part of the light spot is completely shining through the flaw. Generally speaking, the position of the light spot doesn't change significantly, but it is still recommended to take a look. If the light spot is off, you can loosen the 2 screws of the reflector, then swing it from side to side. Just make the focus of the light spot located in the middle of the slit. The height of the deuterium lamp remains unchanged. The deuterium lamp is now installed.